Yo, what's good, guys? So as you know, it's that time of year again when musicians, singer-songwriters, just music creators in general start posting on social media about their Spotify Wrapped statistics and their streaming numbers. Now, for some of you, you're wondering, where do I go get these numbers so I can post about how I did this year to my fan base? And the rest of you are wondering, well, I have my numbers, but I don't really know what this means and what am I supposed to do as far as a plan moving forward? Well, today we're going to talk about it. So as always, go ahead, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the bell, and let's get to work. Salutes to that. All right, so we're gonna start with the first part, which is fairly easy, and that's answering the question, where do I get my stats from? How do I get the graphics so I can post about it? So it's easy. The first thing you're gonna need is a Spotify for Artists account, which you should already have because we've talked about this in multiple videos. If not, I will have a video pop-up show so you know what exactly it is and how to get one. But since you already have it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna log into your Spotify for Artists account from either your desktop, your laptop, or your computer, or you're gonna do it from your phone. Whatever way is easier for you, right? So I'm gonna hop up on my phone. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it up and you're just gonna scroll up a little bit. And the first thing that you should see, it should say your 2021 all wrapped up, your 2021 wrapped for artists. And then from there, you're just gonna select it. And then boom, here we go. Your 2021 Wrapped is here. Now the cool thing is it's gonna tell you multiple things as you're going through this. It's gonna tell you how many playlists your music was added to. It's probably gonna tell you your top rated or most streamed song, things like that. Just some things that, like, as artists and creatives, we're like, hey, how did I do this year? And what did people on this platform really enjoy? So it's really cool. Okay, so you're finally gonna get to the end. It's gonna say, thank you for sharing your 2021 with us, same time next year, right? And then you're gonna go next. And then as you can tell, it has the graphic that you've been seeing everyone post. Now, if you can choose the color, which is cool, you can kind of filter through, change it. I got a green, a red, and a blue here, which is kind of dope. But if you look slightly above, you'll notice that there are some social media icons. What you'll do is, for example, if I wanted this to go to, Instagram, I would just press on the Instagram icon, just give it a couple moments. And then you can choose whether or not you want it to be a post or for your story. And then so, I'll press on post, and then what you're gonna just do is you're gonna save it. You're just gonna, hard press with your finger the photo. You can save it to your device, save it to your computer, and it already has it in the format for that platform. So it's really that easy as far as getting your stats, your social media, or at least the social media post portion of your stats. Okay, so now that you know how to get the stats, for those of you that didn't know how to get them, we need to answer the final piece of this, which is, what does that mean? All right, yeah, I got my stats and I know the streams, I know the countries and the amount of hours and stuff, but like, what does this really mean? Well, let's do the first thing. The first thing that you should do is be excited. Be excited, give yourself a pat on the back, anything like that. You know why? Because being a music artist is hard. It's not easy, regardless of your full-time, part-time, whatever. It's not easy. It's hard. Anytime you as an artist, just think about this. Anytime that you take your own personal thoughts and beliefs and emotions and you not only write them down to a track, but you put it out there to the public for the world to hear and possibly criticize, man, that takes some real resiliency, for real. Like, that takes some real heart, some real toughness. So first of all, be excited for where you are. You're not where you were when you first got started doing this, right? So I'm sure that if you think back to this year, I'm sure you could think back to things that you did really well, or things that you improved on compared to last year. But at the same time, I'm sure there are also things that you look back and you're like, oh man, you know what? My marketing could have been a little bit better this year. My cover art could have been a little bit better this year. My professionalism could have been a little bit better this year. My stage presence could have been a little bit better. Like, I'm sure you could think about that as well. So be excited. Be excited for the good that you did this year. Be excited the fact that even with the things that could use some improvement, you recognize those things. Because, what if you didn't know what you needed to improve on? That's even worse. So that's the first thing. The first thing is to be excited for where you are right now. Now, the next thing you need to do is be careful. Yeah, you heard me right. You need to be careful. And for two reasons. One, be careful that now that you have these stats, that you're not comparing yourself to your peers. This is not a competition between you and your peers. Because truth be told, some of you guys have heard me say this before, your journey is going to be different from their journey, and they don't know the level of work that you're putting in, and you don't know fully the level of work that they're putting in. So that's the first thing, is be careful of comparing yourself to other people, your other peers, your other musicians, other singers, rappers, producers, whoever. Now, the second thing you need to be careful of is make sure that you don't look at your stats and use your stats to determine if this was a good year. And what I mean by that is streams don't tell the whole story. The number of countries your music was played in doesn't tell the whole story. And I'll give you an example. In 2018, 2019, right? I had basically similar, if not slightly lower streams than I did the year before, right? Now, to the average person just looking at them, they'd be like, yo, like, what, did you not release more music? Did you not drop at all? Did you just fall off with your marketing, stuff like that? And truth be told, though my streams were about the same, if not a little bit lower, the amount of merch that I sold that year was awesome, was amazing, because that particular year I put more focus on, selling t-shirts, CDs, things like that. So again, it doesn't tell the whole story. Some of you guys may have done, really well compared to last year when it comes to your streams. Some of you guys may have done better on the merch side. Some of you guys may have worked on your social media game, and you pushed out a lot more social media this year, and that's okay. So again, make sure that you're not dictating your entire year and your body of work based off of the statistics that you look at from Spotify. And lastly, this will be the last thing I say to you guys is, look, if you don't like the results, if you don't like the way that your year went, that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you can do better, then all right, like, it's time to get better. And what you should do is you should sit down and you should game plan. What are the areas that you need to get better in, or that you feel like need to be better? Do you feel like your vocal performances when you record need to be better? Your mixing and mastering needs to be better. Your covers need to be better. The way that you promote your product, the way that you're posting on social media, what is it that you feel like you need to get better at? And then once you know what you want to get better at, then it's easy for you to make a plan going forward and do your research and things like that. But anyway, how'd you guys feel about this video? If you rock with it, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a particular topic you want me to talk about, go ahead, throw it into the comment section. I do read my comments and I will get to those ASAP. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salutes to that. I'll catch y'all later.